Hi friend, Jeanette Conery here, your yoga therapist, and I'm about to show you a video with one of my very favorite self-massage techniques for upper back and neck pain. I really hope this helps you. It has certainly helped many of my clients. Please be sure to smash the like button. Give me a thumbs up, okay? That lets everybody else know that this video is worth watching. Please subscribe to my channel because I'm always posting useful information here for you to conquer your pain from the comfort of your own home. Please enjoy the video.
Hi, do you want to know how to use a noodle to massage, not a spaghetti noodle, sorry, a pool noodle, to massage your upper back and help alleviate your shoulder and neck pain? I bet you do. Let's get started, okay? We're going to lay down on the floor. Oh, by the way, this noodle is a 50-cent piece of equipment. You can buy a noodle at the Dollar Tree and cut it in half and you'll have two, okay? Now, the reason I love this is it's just the right size and it's just the right density. You'll see what I mean. You can also use a rolled up towel for this technique, and it does work. Don't get me wrong, it's great. But I just love the noodle so much. Okay, so we're going to start by just putting that noodle on the floor. You're going to lay down on it. Let me be really clear about how you're going to lay on it though. You want the noodle to go to about here, like ladies, to about the bra line, no lower. So we don't need the noodle all the way down the back, just up here, in the rib cage, okay? And there's going to be some noodle sticking out above your head. That's how you'll know that you have it in the right spot. Unless you're really tall, you know, you might not have that. Okay, so we're laying down on it and that noodle's going to go right smack in the center, right underneath your spine. So from here, you can choose to put your legs flat or you can have your knees bent, whatever works for you, and then hands out to the sides, palms facing up. If you bring your arms a little higher like this, you get even more stretch across the chest. So usually when I have people lay on their noodle like this in my studio in a private session, I immediately get a sigh of relief from them. They're like, oh, this feels so good, right? Now, you can stay here for 1 or 2 minutes, and then, I guess I'll stay here with you for 1 or 2 minutes. No need to rush, right? Good. While you're here, it's a good idea to focus on your breath. Where are you breathing? Hopefully it's in the bottom half of your rib cage that you feel the movement happening, not in your neck or your shoulders or your jaw, right? We want the movement of the breath to happen down low. The ribs move out to the sides. Okay, so after you've been here for a minute or two, you just take that noodle out. And then you lay flat. And wow, what a difference you're going to notice. The floor just feels like you fell into a hole, all right? And that's your nervous system becoming more resilient as it adjusts to different stimuli that it's not used to. And that's a wonderful thing, okay? So the next move on this self-massage technique is to take this noodle. You're going to massage the space between your shoulder blade and your spine. That spot where you get all that gravel, I call it, all those hard spots, those trigger points and that tightness and the crepitus, okay? So that goes between the shoulder blade and the spine. You can see not very low. There's going to be a lot of noodles sticking up from your shoulder. If you put it too low, you won't feel the pressure in the spot that you're trying to target. So you can see I have the noodle out here. My head is no longer on the noodle's under 1/2 of my upper back, and I'm lopsided. My right shoulder is up off the ground and my left shoulder is on the ground, and that's okay, right? So from here, you just want to make some shoulder blade movements. And we can do that by taking the arm out to the side and up, like this. Up and down, right? A lot of people like to do it this way. This is another one that works really well, taking the arm side to side. And a favorite is making circles, like that. So whatever you are feeling is what you should be doing. The arm movement is going to be different for everyone. Some people, I mean, everybody's just different. So some people, yeah, no, I'm not going to show you that one yet. Can do that in a minute. All right. All right, so you can do this for as long as you want, really. I mean, if it's feeling amazing, why not stay? Okay, so after that, you take the noodle out and you lay flat again. We're going to lay flat after every single one of these. And the reason is so you can feel the difference from before and after. You can compare right to left, the side that's been massaged compared to the side that hasn't been massaged. And then we go ahead and do the other side. Again, don't put the noodle in too far. And don't have your head on the noodle. You want the noodle between the shoulder blade and the spine. So now you make your arm movements. If you're doing this for the first time, it's sometimes necessary to move the noodle around and explore different positions to find something that's just right. After all, how would you know the precise placement if you haven't done it before? So if you're not really getting the sensation that you want, just move the noodle. You'll find it. Okay? We're going to go side to side. And make some circles. If you're making these big circles, you might even notice a big stretch in your chest. And that's also very good. I like that a lot. It's really good for the health of your neck and your shoulders to have your chest muscles stretched out. Okay, now we're taking the noodle out again. Take a breath. Good. All right, so next is Levator Scapula. This muscle is chronically tight in most people. I'm going to show you where it is. It's right here, the upper corner of that shoulder blade. And if you're seeing my fingers and going, oh yeah, I know that spot. Yeah, that's the one we're going to get. So this muscle goes all the way up to the top of your neck. The name of the muscle, Levator Scapula, literally means it lifts the scapula. It does that. So it's connected all the way up to your neck, and yeah, can cause neck pain, right? So the placement on this one is a little tricky. You're going to want the edge of the noodle right on that muscle. So you're not going to have a lot of noodle underneath you at all. And if you have a really slippery shirt on, like cashmere or something, silk, you might be sliding around too much. You might need to change your shirt, but when you put the noodle just like that, you can see there's so much noodle here. And then you can do the arm up and down again to massage it. But my really favorite thing to do with this, after you get a little massage, is bring your arm up and let it rest on the floor. Lift your hips up push into that noodle. So your whole body has moved up a little. And what this is doing is pushing that muscle down. Yeah? And then put your hips down and turn your head to the opposite direction. So this muscle is now lengthened out as much as it can be. And I actually don't like my placement of the noodle here. I think I got a little too low. I'm going to try it again. Put the tip of the noodle right on that muscle. Lift the hips, shift yourself up. That's better. The arm comes up, and you turn your head. So you want the noodle pushing your shoulder blade down, that corner of your shoulder blade where that muscle is, and then you turn your head in the opposite direction. This is just heavenly. So if your arm, if your shoulder doesn't want to have your arm all the way up overhead like mine is right now, you can just put it on the floor as high as you can comfortably on the floor. But, we can't change the mechanics of the body. When the arm goes up, the shoulder blade goes down, and that's what we're looking for. So it's not really a good way to get around that in this particular exercise. Okay, so now we're going to bring the head to center, take the noodle out, rest for a second, compare right side to left side, and actually bring your attention all the way down to your sacrum. You might notice that this release has created some kind of a shift all the way down your back. Feeling of looseness, lightness. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. Okay, putting the noodle in. Lift the hips. Lift the hips. Shift yourself up. Okay. And turn your head the opposite way. Arm is overhead. Noodle's pushing down on that shoulder blade. And I'm already getting so relaxed that my words are starting to disappear from my mind. That's good. All right, so we'll just stay here for a few more breaths. Try to keep your neck soft when you breathe. Okay, you take the noodle out. Rest. All right, so last one, this is for the back of your head where the neck meets the head. Put your noodle behind your neck like this, one hand on each end of the noodle. You're going to curve the noodle into a U shape like this. So you're pulling a little tiny bit, and now you can, well, as long as your hair's not underneath it, you can move side to side like this and get a fantastic gentle massage on the back of your skull, behind your ears. Oh, it feels delicious. This is great. This whole routine is really great if you get tension headaches. Tension headaches are related to stress, but they originate in the base of the neck, the upper back, and they travel up the back of the neck, up the back of the head, and eventually they will turn into migraines. And they will travel all the way into the forehead and the eyes. So this is a really good way to get softened up if you feel that tightness starting to creep in. Okay, and now you rest and you breathe. Okay. So I hope you found this really useful. I hope you use this massage. It's the bonus material for your membership. So take advantage of it. Do it. Love it. I'll see you next time.